whole story began with the end of the Cultural Revolution. My father was a musician and he died. And my I have two older brothers. My mom, by that time, she couldn't raise another child, so she made a decision through some connection, through some friends' help, and I was adopted by another family in another city. So she moved to Hong Kong, and I stayed in that city, which is Guangzhou, for about 18 years. I was told that I was adopted since I was 4 years old, and I don't know why people tell me that, because I if I don't know that I was adopted, probably makes a little bit of difference in my adolescence, particularly. And my major struggle was to find out who I really am, because to know that I was adopted is not a very pleasant feeling to me, because I've been pressing very hard on my adopted parents and siblings to ask them why it happens like this, why I was adopted. And seems like they have no answer for that particular question, because back then in China, people always want a son. I have 5 sisters in the adopted family, and they want a son. Maybe that was the main reason they want a son, they adopted me. And besides that, there's no other reason. I can't say that they don't love me. They love me, and they took good care of me during my childhood and my adolescence. But still, I feel like I'm connecting to some place or someone that is out of my life circle. I want to find out that other part of myself. Simply, I think it's my biological parents. So when I was 18, I graduated from high school, and it's funny. My father told me that you don't need to worry about college. You're not gonna study. In China anyway, and later, my biological mother visits us, and she came back from Boston to Guangzhou to visit us, and I don't know what exactly the politics was, but through a lot of hassle after that, and I was able to move from China to Boston to be reunioned with my family, the real family. And that whole process, I don't know, I can say no to them, to my biological family. I can say, it's been 18 years, it's too long. I'm so used to this adopted family, bye. But I don't know why I didn't say no to them. and I finally came in in December 1993. So it started my second part of my life, and it seems like that is the second adoption. I gotta readjust myself to another family, another culture, another world. I think as an adopted child, I grew up with very low self-esteem. That's a that is a fact. Um, I have some problem speaking in front of other people or telling people my story and sharing. It's also due to my adoptive family didn't do very well on, you know, answering my question that why I'm here and what had happened and how they feel that if someone simply looked down to me when I was a child. It was there was a period that I feel like I was isolated and I was lack of support from my family when I was treated a little bit differently in my circle with my friends just because I was adopted. Well, people did pick on me at some point, pick on that specific issue that I was adopted. And it was quite hard for me to deal with that. I got angry and I got frustrated, a little bit depressed about the fact that because I have no choice. Definitely not. I did have some problem in school because we have some family day that we all invite the parents into school and we talk about our daily life and sharing and it was supposed to be a fun time, but every time that the family days come, I was very nervous because when my adopted family, when my adopted father came to school, and it was always an awkward feeling. I didn't know what was it, and now I know because he didn't know how to deal with that emotion also. As a child, of course, I looked up to my father and the other family sibling on how to make a decision and what to do. And I think if my adopted father give me more support in terms of telling me who I am and why all that happened, and just tell me it is okay. We love you anyway, and we support you anyway. That will solve the whole problem. They love me and they support me. That in terms of communication, in terms of walking with me through my struggling period, they didn't do a good job. My relationship with my biological mom is okay, but you know, it's been 18 years and I'm an adult when I went back to her. So it's it's like still missing something, and what exactly it is, I don't know. I love her and I know she loves me too. Otherwise, she she won't be willing to, you know, accept me again. But something that I'm still not very satisfied is there's still a gap in between us. That's why I feel like I'm adopted again. I'm adopted by my biological mom. I don't know. I don't know if other people or who else will go back to their biological family, but I did give a chance. I was given a chance to, you know, reunited with them. But it is even harder than the first time because I was fully grown up, and it's harder for me to accept the facts that, you know, I'm not connecting with them. This is quite an irony because this is your biological family and you feel like adopted. The problem's still here. Every time I try to talk to my mom or, you know, try to engage a deeper conversation with her, they always come to a point that I can only go that far, no more, because maybe she was hurting, and, you know, seems like there's some pain buried it down to my soul and her soul that if we go too deep, it hurts. So I think the major problem is to let the child know that why, and guide the child through that self-seeking process. Find out who exactly he is or she is, and what is the value. So I think if I were adopt a child and I can provide the answer for these two questions, that is pretty good. Because no matter what, no matter you're adopted or you stay with your biological family and grew up in that family, you need to find out who you are and what you're doing anyway. And so I think, yeah, if I got a chance, I'll definitely adopt some children. And my biological, like my adopted family has no problem related to me. You know, I still talk to my adopted father and adopted family periodically, and our relationship are still strong. And I believe that in my lifetime or in their lifetimes, our relationship will remain. And, you know, the love was always there from the day that they adopted me. That's that's pretty much of my adoption experience.